Okay, hello viewers and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. So yeah, if you're just joining in, we're now thinking of the belief that Tenko had committed suicide, but I doubt she did.
So far, suicide seems to be the
Her plan is to take us down with her. Her true intentions.
kind of person. But if commit suicide, I do. She could have secretly and then stabbed.
I think we're supposed to lie. Yeah, I think we are supposed. Yeah, there we go. We had to lie.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor. Because she died instantly.
Instantly?
Her death might have not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Yeah, if you put it that way.
Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
Yeah.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
Yeah, we're
If you know
fucked.
something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there was something. I need to some clue that helped me solve this mystery. Oh god. I know it was that weird sound. There it is.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
Yes.
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect and...
No.
How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
There we go.
I agree!
Yep, there was a sound. Yeah, what
Himiko.
was that?
You think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Yeah, I heard the same thing. Is right around. Yeah, right there. Bang. That's how she
Sounded
died.
like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
No, I don't think so.
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound, like something hit the floorboards. Maybe that's something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. What's that other thing?
This is it!
The loose floorboard?
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound.
Yeah.
That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Could the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would have been a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be?
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now. So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
No, I don't think so.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and balls are the best of friends?
That would make it strong enough to knock the floorboard.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floor.
Oh no!
No, it can't be
So
that.
what made the
Floorboard come loose. Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force. Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard. That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Yeah.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
No,
But
it
that
was...
statue was still on top of the cage. Culprit hide under
under floor? Then stood up with such might.
No.
Damn it! So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
someone who participated in the seance.
Let me think for a minute. Okay, I think...
That person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under
The floor. They stood up with such
might.
He said there was no floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Oh!
I agree.
Oh, this game is just trolling me. I knew I was right on something, but the...
Kokichi's
God
right.
damn it!
The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
Then who stomped it?
But floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do...
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the crosspiece?
To commit their murder. What did they have to stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this, guys, I need to think carefully about the cross pieces and the floorboard. Tinker's body was at one end of the loose floor, and the cross piece has been cut out on the other side of the end of the floorboard. The unsupported part of the outside of the cage would have been stomped on. Ah! Only one of the crossbeams was cut, and the other two were intact. Ah, but one of them was right under Tenko, and the other one was at the center of right about the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Come on, think. It's like a seesaw. See. Seesaw effect. EFF. I know it ends with a T. Oh, is it A? Effect. A or could be another F. E. F. C. T. There we go. I just couldn't remember how you spell the word effect. Hey, at least this game is also trying to improve my spelling.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Yeah, but how would a murder be committed?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage, meaning if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Then how was the murder? How did she die?
Lift it up?
Then if she died that way, then where was the murder weapon?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that, unless they used the sickle.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
Floorboard, the floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusion I can draw from this? Well, in one place, the sickle could have been consistent with the evidence. That's what I can think of. No. Like a makeshift guillotine. Underneath. Oh, for God's sake. Can't be on next to the cage, so it has to be on top.
That's it.
That's kind of a little hard. How can a
Sickle
murder
is
happen
at
like
the
that?
top of the iron cage, with
How?
the blade facing down.
How?
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw,
You could commit the
Tenko's
murder.
body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage. She
Yep.
was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
Yeah, it's a good legit plan.
It's crazy. It
Oh.
would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
Then who put the sickle in the cage?
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Still, it counts as a murder.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box.
Yeah, that's pretty good thinking.
Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Yeah, I will admit, kudos to the idea. It is a bit unorthodox, but kind of clever. I didn't think about that.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
No, I don't think you did.
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
How?
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
True.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Yeah.
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
Yeah, however, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room always best for stuff like this.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Yep.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance, and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
She's too small to commit murder.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tinko? I killed Tinko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea, but does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel? Maybe, but I don't think so. Class trial, intermission. Okay, thanks God. Yes, and don't glitch, don't glitch. Oh, thank God. It would be a complete pain in the ass that I had to do the whole thing again. Well, I'm covering my ass, so there. Okay.
Well now.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz!
Yeah!
A victim quiz? Not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I'm sure everyone is happy. Oh my god, at least Mother Dan finally spoke. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I'm gonna put up with all those nonsense all the time. And he's saying nothing. That's the right answer, Mother Dan. Why? He hasn't said anything. Cause there are no victims. Yep, even if you were killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Cause then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity. Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kinds of behind-the-scenes details.
Alright!
Dying makes you more popular. Then we got to die soon, too. More death and violence. But still, I don't think Himiko's the murderer in this.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Seriously?
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
Oh, at least he's speaking.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Aww.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Aww.
Did you hear something?
Oh, come on. At least acknowledge him.
I didn't hear anything.
Aww.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
I don't think so, too.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
Himiko, I know how you feel. I feel the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. Can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Oh god, this again.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
I don't think so.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
I was wrong!
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone's...
Give me a second to think. Okay. Okay, so maybe I think I
steered her into
know.
picking that room?
Of the
3 empty rooms.
because
Yeah, what
Was
if...
Trap only in that room?
Yeah, there.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
agree.
thinking. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know if the other rooms were booby-trapped too, right? So...
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
Oh, the injury on his head! I just remembered!
Way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
The injury on his head! Of course, I guess there was no cross piece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. Haha, what bad luck. Oh, I completely
While you were in
forgot!
the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
Yeah, that's what a logical person would do to make sure if it was 3 rooms, make sure all of them were rigged.
If the culprits had traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Yep.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive!
There you go.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Yep.
Jeez, there you go. Killing the mood like usual.
Typical.
But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
You're
asshole, bro.
I'm not going there.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What do you
What are you
mean?
talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
No, shut up.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why didn't no one step on the floor? Oh, I think I know why. That's it. That must be the reason. Yeah, they
This
can
is it.
touch the salt.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Oh, I think I know who did it. Also, it's dark in here. Be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Yep.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
So that must mean... That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit... There's no doubt in my mind they were the one who killed Tenko, and only the person had the opportunity and the motive. Yeah, who drew the magic circle? The only one who was able to draw the magic circle was... Oh, fire. You know what I mean. You.
It has to be you!
Yep, I was right. He was the only one who drew the circle.
Kyo,
So, yeah.
was it you?
Kyo, you're the murderer.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Yep.
Kyo?
Yep.
Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Yeah, you're the only one who drew the magic circle. Yeah.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick.
Yeah.
That's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
Yep.
And those variables were defined by using the magic circle.
Yep.
In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Yep. It was only him.
Kyo.
Yeah.
Answer already! Did you do it?
Yeah, he cracked.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
True.
See, that is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard, even if... But how did they move around in total darkness? In a room that's dark, hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Though even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit did even have to see at all. They used... touch, right?
That's it! The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right?
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark that could use to determine where the floorboard was. Must have been at the scene, I know it. What was it? I can't remember. Magic. Sir. L-E? Magic circle. Yeah, you used the magic circle.
That's it! The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
Oh, I think I
You're
know.
talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt, but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle
Oh, just
anymore.
listen to the robot.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Of course, just... God dang it.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
Did he
I
say he had a
apologize.
recording function?
Just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
What?
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Aha!
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
Printer.
I've also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly... Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay. Got it.
I recalled reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. I think I know how he did it. So this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything? The line?
There!
The lines? From the corners?
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you.
That's what I can only
Never
think
would have
of.
seen through Kiyo's lie.
Yeah.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie. The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners.
Yeah.
Which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
By a small
All because
extension.
Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
What?
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to hit myself with something. God damn it, man. Seriously? Seriously. God. You know what? I'll probably end this episode and then we'll get back to this when I get back, okay? I need something to... Seriously. What the actual frick? Seriously. I'll just see you next time, okay? For crying out loud.